Hey, lady, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kill me a Haitian. And then I'm going to make love like a man. You know that, chica? Something like this.
Gross. Loser.
Prick.
Hey, baby! I wouldn't
God,
touch
I
you
can't
with a
believe that guy
10-foot
tried to
pole.
use that line.
Humberto
That could
Robina,
pop
he
in
likes the
and
ladies,
so
not
funny.
some goat in a skirt. Tommy, I love you. I love you. Let's go.
Go where? Can I get a cup of coffee
No
first?
time for coffee. Besides, I just had one. We're gonna take out the Haitians. Tommy, how do you take out a snake? You bite him in the ass.
Whatever you say, Umberto.
Tommy, you go and get us a little Haitian card. When you get it, come back and pick up my boys, Pepe. And take them out to the Haitians. Then, you go around to the Haitians' processing plant. And you use their solvent as an explosive. Boom! Bye-bye!
Umberto, what about you?
I'm going to stay behind and watch over that cafe with Papa. He's not feeling so good, you know?
The last thing I needed was this. Maybe the last thing I needed was an enema, but this comes close.
Oh man, I hate that cutscene so much because at first you get Umberto speaking with some fine female folk, and he's not a very suave speaker, so he ends up failing at the execution of getting into their undergarments on this fine evening. But then Tommy enters, and everything seems a-okay, so the mission's objective is put out there into the open. Now this is what really gets me right here. Umberto comes up with this super stupid excuse to make it to where he doesn't have to help out Tommy over the course of this mission. And maybe some people would say, it's a necessary evil, because he's the big bad leader of the Cubans, quite literally big. I'm sure he'd barely fit into the Cubans' voodoo, which we must drive in order to complete this mission's objective over the course of this mission, so I don't know. But in place of Umberto, though, we've got Pepe, and maybe Wojak will make an appearance somewhere, who knows. But either way, something else that really just kind of bothers me a bit is that whole anema business going on after the cutscene. It just seems so out of place for Tommy. It doesn't seem like a joke he'd make, although I understand that he's kind of poking fun at his time in the joint.
Hola, amigos. Oye, the solvent is around the back, amigos. Bueno, Haitian puta. Muerte. Vamos.
Vamos indeed.
Follow my compadre. This is not...
Yeah, you see that line back there? Bueno. Haitian female dogs, period. Dead, period. It makes me wonder if during re-releases of this game, if Rockstar removed that line or not because of the backlash that they received from Cuban and Haitian communities. So that'd be interesting to find out, but either way, I enjoy this mission quite a bit. It has a certain charm to it that you find in these older Grand Theft Auto games, because what you have to do is blow up a Haitian facility. Sounds quite normal in terms of what you do in Grand Theft Auto games. But the way that you enter the facility, because it is gated, is that you have to steal a Voodoo, which is the gang car of the Haitians. And you can find a Voodoo down the street from the cafe in an alleyway, so that's not very hard to get your hands on this type of thing. But what is very weird is that you just kind of waltz on in there inside of the Voodoo, because it's very obvious if you were to look into the windows of these Voodoo that you'd see Cubans, because they're still wearing their gang outfits, their gang colors and such. And then you got this white dude, Tommy, driving one of the Voodoo, and it's just like, that doesn't make any sense, because it's very obvious that they're not Haitians driving these things, but the Haitians seem to not really notice or care, so I don't know what's the dealio with that. Maybe they're playing stupid so that way they can kind of ambush these Cubans attacking them on their own turf or whatever, but you know, I won't give them the benefit of the doubt because it is an older Grand Theft Auto game. I can't imagine that they'd be that smart to do that, but, or I guess that's still kind of stupid, but either way though. So you gotta plant 3 bombs when you're inside of the facility. So I planted the furthest bomb. That way you can maximize on the amount of time that you're given, because you're given 45 seconds to plant each bomb after the first bomb is planted. So it's not very difficult because you can just run past the Haitians, and it's especially nice and easy to do if you have body armor, just as a security blanket, which I always have during these missions, because you never know what kind of stupid crap can happen, such as Umberto bailing on us. But speak of the devil, we have a phone call from him at the end of this mission.
Tommy, Humberto Rubina.
Hey, how's the cafe?
Oh, wonderful. Incredible, Tommy. Incredible. No wimps, Tommy. Just real men. beautiful women. Anyway, I wanted to tell you, me and Papi, to us, you're Cuban. You have proved yourself, man. You got big cojones.
Well, thank you, Umberto. Nobody said that to me since I left jail. See you around.
So we've got a few things going on here. First off, someone is making some damn popcorn in the background, so we'll settle that situation in a few seconds. Aside from that, Umberto is now our Cuban brother, so we can compliment each other's testicles freely and as much to our heart's content. So that's quite nice. Third and final, though, Tommy makes this jab at himself regarding potential homosex he may or may not have had while being in the joint. I like how he says it in such a way that it's a bit ambiguous, and it's a lot better than the enema joke he made at the beginning of this part, or at least I see it that way, because the thank you and saying no one said that about him since he's left jail thing sounds a bit more like something Tommy would say because of the delivery, but with the enema, he sounds very playful about it, and it just doesn't sound right coming from Tommy. So, I don't know, that's how I view it, but at the end of the day, at least they're still gay. So, anyways, that completes this part. Unfortunately, the katana, I mean, man, I'm getting my ass kicked by these Haitian fellas by using this katana, so I end up just running away from these people. Bit of a shame because I love the katana so much and I hype it up so much, but anyways, that's irrelevant. In the next part, we'll be doing the mission Love Jews from Love Fist, so until then, I'll see you next time.